Hello, you freaking two. How is everyone today? I'm the First Giant, and welcome back to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Racoonus. Yeah, so not much to talk about today, but I will say welcome already, some of you, to the chat. Life, I suppose. To answer your question, life is good. Because of this game, life is good. Once again. So yeah, we're about to start episode 4 of 5. Another one of my favorite episodes. Of the 5, I feel like of the 5 episodes in this game, probably my second favorite. I would say my first favorite is still probably episode 2, Sunset Snake Eyes. My third favorite is probably the final episode, which we won't talk too much about. But I also feel like the third episode is a little bit different the way it's done, and it's a little bit. It's cool concept, but it's a little bit weaker in my eyes because of that. Although what really holds it, what really saves it is the final boss fight, and the amazing character depth and story information we get added, lore and whatnot, from the final boss, from the conversation with the final boss. Just like, because it even takes, like, this game is secretly darker than you'd think. And you might not realize that, even from like one of the opening cuts, or not the very opening cutscene, but one of the, like, the ending cutscene of the what do you call it? Prologue. Kind of shows off just how dark this game series is somewhat. And even then, like, that doesn't really do justice to how secretly dark this is. When you meet the final boss, and it's like, some of the dialogue, it's stuff where it's not super obvious. Like, it's not obvious enough that as a kid you would realize. I certainly didn't. But when you actually pay attention and listen to, like, exactly, like, it'll give you chills when you actually pay attention to it and listen to exactly what the kinds of things that the final boss just sort of hits you with. But we'll get into that when we get there, because I don't want to give away too much spoilers for those who haven't seen it. Right now, I am going to really quickly check my audio, just to make sure it's adequate to my liking, and then we'll hop into it. Still got one more level to complete before we get to the final boss. So, but again, one of my another one of my favorites anyway. So. Not like it's disappointing or anything. Just, you know, don't get too hyped yet, because final boss doesn't come till tomorrow. Anyway, let me just check my audio quick, and then we'll hop in and get moving on this. Alright, I think everything sounds alright. So, let's go, shall we? At this point in the game, you've completed enough levels that you can actually go backwards around the hideout. And Murray's doing Murray things, you know. What does he do if we click on him this time?
Okay, I'll stop soon.
Screwed up his rhythm, but anyway. Let me put my other profile on here, and then
travel plans to China have all been worked out.
We're going to China. Fire in the sky.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on the Panda King. Born penniless, he was fascinated by the fireworks rich noblemen set off every New Year's. He spent a decade learning the art. But when he tried to offer his fireworks to the noblemen, they couldn't see past his shabby clothes and chased him away. Humiliated, the Panda King took revenge on those who shunned him by using the very tools of his art for crime. The Fiendish Five recruited him as their demolitions expert, and from then on, his explosive touch became feared worldwide. He's rumored to be perfecting some new firework technique high in the unstable Kunlun Mountains of western China.
Sly Cooper in Fire in the Sky. Alright, we want this. Oh, also, yeah, I did some more life grinding. Alright, let's do this. Slow motion, baby. Got him. Alright. Get these things. Got him. Nice. Okay. Think we got all the bottles. Nice. Ugh, I hate these guys. It's fine. Hit him. Nice. Get wrecked, stupid. Collecting all the change. The I kind of combined coins and change.
Would you look at that? A fireworks show! Oh my gosh, that's awful!
Maybe not.
That poor village just got buried in freezing snow!
The rocket came from that giant statue. And you can bet the Panda King lit the fuse. I've got to find my way up there and fast before that lunatic squashes another town.
Yepers, that sounds like a mighty plan there, Sly. Got him. Nice. Oh yeah, we gained that in the last one. I think it showed that. For some reason, my mind keeps telling me that that cutscene didn't play at the end of the episode the last time, but I'm pretty sure it did, and I was just so focused on my excitement for having finished the boss fight so quickly that I just forgot about it. But I love that too. Like, you can see the start of the level down below us now. Just some of the stuff that they do. It's like kind of cool, you know? And I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I always love that kind of stuff, and I think that's what makes certain levels or missions or whatever stand out in my mind better than others. Okay. Alright. Now that one's more or less the easy one. Okay, made it. That one's a little more challenging. Okay. Easy enough. I just gotta adjust this slightly. There we go. Okay. Fireworks show. Beautiful, nice, cool, awesome, good. And that's how you open that. Okay. You see nothing? Life's pretty good. At least right now. That might somewhat have to do with, you know, this game, making it better. It really truly makes me so happy to be able to play this again, and especially now on stream. Peak stealth right there. Slime flipper fan. Alright. And that's where the vault is, but we don't have all the glue bottles. Not yet. We open that door, and it lets us now come back through in a moment. Got him! Wrecked, stupid.
You can't get through the security gate without one of the Panda King's treasure keys. There's one over there.
Uh-huh.
But it's heavily guarded.
One key.
Uh-huh. Alright, heavily guarded. Not a problem. Not now that I can go invisible or hide in the shadows. Actually, I'm going to use this one. I needed to go further over. Got that guy. I think we can get that one. Pretty sure. Never mind. Got him. Throw this thing out here. Run on back there. He's not anywhere near seeing me. And he's dead. Oh, got him. Hit it. Thank you. I love how it's like, it's the explosive hat. But apparently you're not killing anyone. They disappear because this is an old game, so they didn't want to like oops, did that a little too late. Oh, really? But apparently, like, if you read the books and the comics, it does clarify that Sly doesn't kill. Oh, I only could get one? That's fine. Even though in these games, in the later games, there is actually like a knocked out state for the enemies, you are still apparently knocking them unconscious. I think the checkpoint is here because they expected you to like sneak through entirely without killing any of them. I could have done that. It's probably a trophy for it or something, but I didn't feel like it. I won't avoid getting trophies, but I'm also not necessarily a trophy hunter. Sometimes if I know that the trophy is easy enough to get, I'll be like, yeah, okay, sure. But I do know that they increased how difficult it is to get the trophy for this game when they released this version of it. So, although I do know what some of the trophies require you to do, I'm also not extremely concerned about getting the trophies. I've missed a few bottles. Somehow I've missed a few bottles. And I don't know where they are. The other thing too that it must be like a Mandela effect type thing for me. Because I was sure that... Oh, I forgot about that. That just about gave me a heart attack. I might just do this. Because it's a little more difficult going backwards through this than it is going the way you're meant to go. I might just go through this again. It's easier when we're pretty much all the way. And I don't think I can go all the way back through because I think there's certain things that are one way for a few of the things, so. Oh! Never mind. They're like right there, but I have to go this way to get to them. That's fine, these guys are gone now. But it might be a Mandela effect type thing for me, but I swear I remember that the bottle's always clanking when you get kind of near them. So I'm surprised that you don't hear them clank. I don't know if maybe that was added in the HD collection for this game, or maybe it's only in Sly 2 that they made that a thing. I was pretty certain. I remember it being a thing.
I got a real headache figuring this one out. Input 578.
5, 7, 8.
This just gets better and better. I'd always heard that one of your southern ancestors, Huckleberry Cooper, developed a technique to move while staying invisible. Hold down the circle button to turn invisible, then move around with the left analog stick.
That is a very, very helpful upgrade. So I always try to get that one as soon as I can. Which, I've said this before, if I missed it here, I'd have to wait till the next vault to get it. So it's kind of worth my time to try to get it as soon early on as possible and not have to come back later, or not have to waste the opportunity to get it here. Because it's useful for some of the upcoming things. Oh, I always want to get the vaults in as I come across them if I can. All right, Sly has trouble on the stairs sometimes. Don't worry about it. Dude has to jump to make it up some of the stairs. Here. If you miss that jump, there is a bridge down there, but it also, you know, to catch you, but... Yeah, this is just beyond worth your time. Otherwise, you'd have to stand completely still while you sneak up on this guy. Oh, he didn't get alerted.
Nice job breaking into the Panda King's compound. I think I figured out a way to get to the top of that giant statue, but unfortunately it's obstructed by this reinforced ceiling hatch.
No problem. They seem to have plenty of firepower around here. I'll just have to find a few more treasure keys to get at it.
Yuppers. This is the closest, so we'll go this way. One thing I do, like usually I'm like, oh, slow is the best ability, but one thing I will often do is that. Just to speed things up a little bit more while I'm using the invisibility, since it's, surprise! Since it's, very slow. Flaming Temple of Flame. Because, you know. Die, fool!
Despite its temple-like facade, this place is really some sort of training ground. Stay on your toes.
Got him. Oh. That's fine. It's interesting though how jittery the when you put it in slow motion. Old games. Old games be old. I pushed the button, but alrighty. Alright. I know that there's like... a dude up there that you have to like take out quickly or he hits you. And he shows no mercy. Hold on, gotta readjust my hand. Alrighty. Push off the pails of snow. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Simple enough. I know that there's those lasers there, but I also know that there's this. You might not always know that was there if you didn't know, if you hadn't played the game. Because these don't show up until when you're like they're too far away to show up, like even that far, which isn't even right up here at the top. Cha. Got him. I'm gonna do this slow because I don't want to switch the things now. Got him. Love surprising these dudes. See, they put this here so you can use it to hide behind if you don't have that other ability unlocked. But it's just so much easier to do it with the... And then there's... Hey, what are you doing? Listens to... Okay, cool. I wonder what you're doing up here. Huh? Oh, you're gonna surprise attack me, except for that I knew it was coming. Pow! Except for that I saw ya. Oh, that always is difficult. And another one. Run away. Oh, run away. Got her. Now I also know that there is a trophy for something that I've always just done anyway, and I'm not the only one. And it's killing all of these dudes. I wonder if... Do they have a... They don't have information about them. Interesting. I always forget to check for the information. To be honest, like... I know that there are some interesting creative ones. And I also know that this game is a little bit old, so some of them will seem a little bit racist at times. But if you guys really want to see someone who shows off every single enemy's Information card. Look for it somewhere else, because not only because you know or mostly because like to see all of them I'd have to go back to some of the earlier levels before you even got that thing. So there we go. Got that one. Which we're not gonna do. So I missed it. I want to be careful because they can actually hit you. And some of them you have to hit from above, actually. Look at the ones I know I can get from here, and then missed. What? I still missed? Got him. There we go. Okay. Got him. And this trophy is also a lot easier to do if you use the, we should check behind here to see if there's any bottles. If you use the, slow-mo to hit them. I believe from above like this, you could also use dive. I want to make sure that I'm not going to get accidentally smacked. You know, or I could just completely miss. Again, though, I don't see any reason to rush through it, so. Ugh. Was kind of hoping that I would grab onto that, to tell you the truth. No. Alright, it's fine. Missed? I feel like I used to have better depth perception when playing this game, and I accidentally just walked off of that. Gotta be careful because that fire will roast you if you get too close to it. So I always get a little bit nervous about, you know, making sure that I'm not, like, you know. Okay. So far, 0 out of 0 for, or 0 out of, not 0 out of 0. What am I talking about? Oh, I'm going to do a quick count here. 1, 2, one, wait, okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0 out of 8 so far. Or I guess 0 out of 7 since we haven't gone for the last one yet, but 0 out of 7 so far. Have I successfully, you know, landed on the thing? That apparently didn't hit. Not really sure what's going on there, but you know. Life, I guess. Yeah, you bounce too much to land on the thing. That's fine though. That's not annoying at all. I should have been more careful because I almost roasted myself. Toasty Cooper. And you can hit the gong, yes. In case you were wondering. Oh no, I want to walk on this thing, thank you. Gots to get all me coins. The sound of your cane bouncing off of it kind of overshadows the gong, but you can hit it. It is schmackable. And also, I'm pretty sure if you want to go back to the start of the level, you can just do that jump off here. I don't know why you would want to. Maybe there's a reason, but it is a but there is a shortcut if you care about that. Give me those things. Yes, I needed the coins. I need the shiny money. Yeah. Now this is a spot that, okay, that's not too tricky. That's not too tricky. Here's where it gets a little bit tricky because you can't really stand there. Actually, it's not as tricky as I think it is. Oh, you can actually stand on there. It's just not it's not super, oh, I should have jumped back the other way. Oh, well, alright, well, you know, cool, good, awesome, amazing. I'm the best at this game. There's no one, ah! You didn't see that. There's no one greater, and you didn't see anything that could tell you, ah! Anything else? Yes, I know. As soon as you say you're the best at something, you will no longer continue to be the best. Basic rule of life. But, rules are meant to be broken! Whee! I believe if I go this way... Oh, I thought I could make that better than I did. I was gonna say, yeah, there is bottles that you can smackety smack here. And then another shortcut back to somewhere else in the level. But we aren't worried about that. What we're worried about is this platform. The first of its kind. Whee! Alright. What does the thing have to say about this dude over here? Oh. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Hairy palms. Of course. Because, you know, he's an ape. That might not be the exact spelling, but I believe there's another character, but there's another character with either the exact same name or almost the exact same name in a future installment. This is a much better version, and if they ever release that in future, if they ever release that game in the same way they did this, you will find out why. Right now, however, Curse Max, get wrecked, stupid. Get wrecked, stupid. Now, they want you to go like this and go along behind the dude and be like, haha, surprise, from behind. But that's because they make it so that you can't really get past him any other way. Unless you have this. Not this, because this is the default, but the upgrade that we got before that lets you walk. And will now allow me to do it this way. Surprise, fool! 20 out of 25. 22 out of 25. Love these platforms. I'm just gonna say it right now. I love these platforms. Oh my goodness. I forgot that I had it on fast. Oh, we got two of them. Wait for it. The spin kick. Curse smack. The punch. Come on. The spin kick. Curse smack. Actually, I don't know if it's a punch. I think it's actually might be something else. I am not any kind of martial arts master. I think actually, don't they call it a palm strike? It looks kind of like a punch, so it's hard to tell. But I think it was actually what they call a palm strike, maybe? This is probably the most difficult section of these types of hooks. I don't know why, but without using the slow motion, it's like a little bit more difficult. Like almost 100 times harder to make those jumps. I don't know why. And I'll be honest, it's not like it's like impossible or anything. Like, I did it as a kid. And then there's this, which is not crazy difficult, but with the slow, it's like night and day again. Again, not, in fact, probably not, I would say not at all anywhere near as difficult as making those jumps on the floor below. And of course, you know, when I say way more difficult, it's still all relative, but...
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
Press the circle
Lucky
to
for
enter
you,
the...
I versed in chaos theory. Otherwise, this code would have been unsolvable. Input 932.
Uh-huh.
Incredible! I never would have thought this was possible. Sir Augustine of Cooper's technique to briefly defy gravity. From now on, you should be able to pop right out of those bottomless pits you keep falling into, and you won't even lose a lucky charm.
Briefly defy gravity! No, that's chaos theory. Some of you may know that reference. I didn't do a very good job quoting it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we have...
Attention, valued employee. Sadly, company elect not to pay for avalanche protection service, and so I am forced to bury alive under many tons of snow. Please be on guard for any surviving villager that come looking for revenge. Thank you. That is all.
You know, it's kind of actually funny just how many not extremely mature, but like kind of mature concepts are in this game, to the point where when I was a kid, the first time I played this, in fact for many years, I didn't really understand enough about the concept of extortion to even fully understand just exactly what exactly it was referring to. And even to the point where when they kind of explain it later in the episode, there's, you know, slight spoiler alert, there's a spot where Sly calls Panda King an extortionist. I didn't know what he meant. It was some kind of an insult, I guess. Not even realizing that it's referring to the fact that he's, you know, charging the local villages avalanche protection. Even though he's the one causing the avalanches. Now, I'm going to go and do this one first because I like it better. Just gotta... not bad. Might have to grab a snack again, like we did last night. We're fine for now, though. Maybe, probably.
This is all fired up to to make the run for the key. While on the blasting station,
I think I
use
like
the
this one.
left
I do
analog
actually.
stick to aim and the square button to fire.
Right on. I'll keep him covered.
I think I do actually like this one better than the
Let's
first
do it,
version.
Sly.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks. Yikes. No. Ow.
Wait! I didn't even. Murray just fell off
Let's
the.
go, Sly.
And I didn't even do that. I've never seen that happen before, ever. How? Huh?
Yikes.
What do you mean? I will say this. First of all, I legit didn't know Murray could fall off. I've lost a horseshoe. I legit didn't know Murray could fall off of there. Second of all, the one thing I don't like about this as much is the zoomed in camera. Murray, stand back.
Oh, thanks. I made it halfway.
This is legitimately one of the only spots that, like, I actually worry about losing horseshoes and lives. This and the final boss. I mean, after... I mean, after the Ms. Ruby boss fight.
Awesome.
It's literally like, although this one is still definitely easier than the first one, in my opinion, for the most part. Still a little bit annoying that, like, man. Still a little bit annoying that we lost a horseshoe on that one. But whatever. I also didn't know, and we lost a life because Murray slipped off the edge. I legitimately, in all my years playing this, didn't know that could happen. I've never seen that happen ever before in my entire life. Like, Murray, what are you doing, man?
This looks like a good place to try out your new invisibility move. Hold down the
Uh-huh.
circle button to drop out of sight.
Not at all like
While
I've been
invisible, nothing can see you. Not lasers, not searchlights,
using
not
it all the way
cars.
along.
Oh, and if the guards already see you, then the invisibility trick won't work on them.
I've seen people be like, "Oh, it's way too slow." I just threw out a couple of decoys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, that might work. I have never found the decoy to be that much of a useful tool in this. This is fast enough. Like, who really needs to rush through it that much? Come on. Come on, people. And so far, I haven't gotten any of them alerted at all. There's only been 2, but still. Ba 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 ba. Yeah. Another spot that I love, and having the ability to move while invisible really helps here. We're only gonna get a horseshoe though when we get this. Just minding my own business. When we get enough coins here, we're only gonna get a horseshoe. I might still farm a few more lives before we go to the next. After the end of the episode. I was kind of hoping to go into the final boss with 100 lives. It's not really that hard. I'm like, the Ms. Ruby is actually usually a lot harder, but. I feel like I'm gonna end up messing up. I love too how it doesn't just turn off the lasers, it actually stops the mechanism, like right there. Alright. He doesn't even notice the snow. What an idiot! Now I'm the guard. Nobody will get past me. Alright, enough of that. No more helping out the bad guys. Yep. Yep. Yay! There we go. Got those. Cool, awesome, and good. I hate this guy. I'm not gonna lie, even with fast and because you can't actually. I gotta actually use slow-mo this time because you can't actually walk up this one. It's too fast even with your walking. But you can stay in the same spot with the walking. It's more difficult if you don't have the walking because you lose traction or ground every time you stop moving. Alright, we're gonna wait for him to go back. We're gonna do this. Wait for him to go back. That one got alerted. And bleh, horseshoe. Bleh. Needed lives. I wanted lives. I'm sad now. Sad raccoon. Oh, you know what else is fun? When you see some of the bonus features for this game where they, you know, and some of the other games where they have placeholder dialogue, and it's like just one of the devs or whatever reading it, or voices that they were or that they, especially with this one where it's like some of the people that they brought in to do some of the reading, to try out to see if they were what they wanted for Sly's character, and you hear some of their voices and it's like, oh no, that maybe it's a good thing that they were like, nah, maybe somebody else should do it. I love how when you do this in slow motion, you actually see her jump up into the tree. Move away. Move away a little bit further, wait for the spin kick. Then run in and get the smack. And he... hit him. Got him. Nice. Fireworks show. Fireworks show. I've never tried this before. No, you can't. Okay, well, you know. Okay. Got her. And there's another one, right? Yeah, no? Oh, right. There's also this dude. Which, normally you have to go up and across and down behind him because you don't have the ability to walk while invisible, but, you know, I picked it up. So we're just gonna go like this, and he's not even gonna know we're there. And get those bottles and go back. Yeah, see, normally you would go across here and then jump down on him from above, but I didn't gotta do that. What did I just hear? Alright. And a laser floor, easy enough. I could get the bottles probably, but I don't need to. Without slow motion, still easy enough relatively, but I still messed it up. Slow it down, wait for the timing, get the hook, and whee! Yeet! Okay, so now there's this one here. And a few of these bottles. And then I believe you do want to go this way. Because, oh no, YouTube just decided it was gonna reset my chat, which makes me nervous, because sometimes when that happens, the stream gets all, like, not okay, but are we good still? I think we are. Yeah, I think so. So, okay, yeah, so that's where you're supposed to go, but if you go further around, you're going to find another one of these things, which actually I could have jumped from right there, but it didn't, because stupid, I guess, I don't know. And you find the vault, and you're like, huh? But then there's a trampoline, and you're like, oh! And
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
there it is.
It was a challenge, but this vault's combination has got to be 667.
Okay. That's a close one. Maybe even closer than the other one we had before that was a reference.
You found the blueprints for the Panda
Blueprints,
King
yeah.
lair. I'll upload the data straight into your binocucom.
Got it. Cool. Awesome. Good. Almost never need them. Almost never need them. And then, my friend, you go here and back there, and then you go this way.
Sly, this pagoda is some kind of huge gunpowder production plant. Judging by the scale, the Panda King must be making tons of explosives.
No kidding. He's literally developing fireworks. We know this, Bentley. And then, of course, I always love to do... Like, you can do it the way that you did it in the first... in the prologue. But, of course, this one's a little slightly more difficult, and so I always love to do it this way, if I can. Especially since this one falls down to a broken window leading to water. Meanwhile, the one in the prologue, you're dropping straight down onto the floor, so realistically, you can drop straight through the center, trigger the lasers, and make it to the bottom before they reset with the death lasers, so, you know, who cares? I was actually expecting to dive through both things there, but I didn't, so whatever. Okay. We've got all the things for this side, so now we go over here. Again, you don't need to complete every mission in this area before moving on to the other areas. But I always do, because you'll have to come back here if you don't. I love how the dude's got fireworks set up, and yet they're kind of... Nice, we still got a thing. They're kind of like... That happened, you know? They just sort of up and back down. It's like, oh, okay. And you look at this and you're like, oh, I gotta break through that. But if you walk up against it, it just breaks.
I've calculated the trajectory of these rockets, and I'm 99% sure you'll be able to ride them all the way to the top of that statue before they explode.
What about that other 1%?
Well, in that case, Sly, you will be blown to bits. But the experience will no doubt be spectacular.
Nice.
Now, to unlock these rockets, you're going to need all 7 of the Panda King's treasure keys.
Right on. I'll steal them in no time.
Oh, thanks for the confidence, or thanks for the confidence boost, Bentley. But the experience will no doubt be spectacular. Yeah. However, my life, on the other hand, yeah, okay. Now, there's a couple of ways we could go. If you don't have the ability to walk while invisible, you cross here, you go up that spinny thing, and then you can get to this guard from behind. You can get to that guard from behind. Actually, you don't even have to go up that thing over there to get to this guard from behind. But if you can go invisible, honestly, it's faster to just do it this way anyway. I think we'll go straight up here, actually, to this one. Oh boy, okay, there we go. Oh, and it's one of these. All right, there's only one more. I don't know what it is, so... Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. don't even have to go to that dude. This is fun anyway. And I actually said I think this one's a little more challenging, but slightly more fun, maybe, than the first
This
time.
vehicle is identical.
Actually, maybe not as more challenging. Oh, sorry, I cut Bentley off there. Yeah. Although I'm probably gonna say it's less, not more challenging, and then I'm like, it is gonna end up being more challenging. But maybe this one is more challenging. I don't know. I feel like the finale of the other one is harder. Maybe. Although this one is harder, the journey is more difficult.
Attention, valued employee. It has come to my attention that a thief is loose somewhere inside the firework production facility. Please do your part to catch it by killing this intruder on sight. Thank you, that is all.
I love the valued employee. Like, uh-huh. Slag, you gotta be on the right spot. Alright. Alright, cool. Yeah, what makes this more, like, really, actually, truly difficult is more so the fact that they don't shoot straight. But, yeah, I don't know if I'd say it's as difficult as it's more just tedious. A lot more tedious than the other one. Trying to get close enough to the thing to take it out. I love how, too, you will have come across these guys already, you know. Oh, come on. Or you came across these guys earlier when they're on the training thing. Although, maybe they're not exactly the same. Got that one. Nice. Yes. And then there's this, which does nothing. I honestly don't know why it's there. Just really seems to have no use to it. Then there's this, which is even more tedious than the last one, and I often end up rushing it and losing a life because it's like, ugh. Just stop already. Nobody cares. Okay. And yes, even though it's a hover bike, it does get pushed back by the thing. Come on! Just take out the support beam on one of them! Yes! Now the middle one, thank you. Oh man. Probably the most frustrating and tedious part is done now though. Of course, breaking all of these things to get through is a little bit tedious as well. As far as I know, you can shoot these things out. Pretty easily, so it's not too bad, and you can dodge most of them. Okay, that one hit me. Now I can go back and break it up. Some of them also act as ramps instead of breakable things. That's where it gets annoying. Like that one there. Because that means there's some of them where it'll bounce over it and you won't shoot it, and then that's why you end up, you know, dying. I missed that coin. Actually, all of them act as ramps. But, relatively, though, when I say it, slightly easier, it's because that's all there is. Then you're done. There isn't like in the first one in Missouri's realm, you got like a room with several ghosts to take out. This is just you get to the end of the hallway and you're done. You just break the thing. Now, I will tell you this. I do know. that part of the reason why some of the levels... Oh, he's gone. I do know that the part of the reason why some of the levels in this are relatively easier than than relatively easier than some of the other ones is actually because this was supposed to be the first world when they designed the game. They swapped Surali and Panda King because what did they say? I think they said they felt like most of the missions other than... Well, no, I can't remember. Did they say some of the missions felt too difficult? Or it made more sense for the story? I don't remember what they said. So, but it might be why, like, this first use of that vehicle is slightly easier. You don't have this sort of... I wouldn't call it a mini-boss, but you don't have this sort of, like... almost a boss room type thing, mini boss room type thing at the end. You just have like a hallway once the guys are gone. So, I don't know. Yeah, shouldn't have, did that, dude. See, if you would have stood still, I would have come to you and then you could have hit me. But you came at me like that in a way that doesn't hurt me, and camera just freaked out, and it gave you an opportunity to get you more easily. Got him. Nice. Fireworks show. Oh, I see somebody hiding in the background up there. Aha!
Freeze, raccoon!
How can I freeze when my heart warms at the very sight of you?
Shut up, ringtail. I don't know what you're doing here in China, but I'm sure it can't be good for whoever owns this place.
You must only have eyes for me if you're too blind to see what's going on around here.
All I see is a pathetic thief who's escaped justice for far too long.
I'm proud to be a thief, especially when I'm stealing from a vicious extortionist like the Panda King. Open your eyes, detective. These quaint temples are a front for an illegal explosives factory.
Don't try to confuse the issue. You criminals are all the same, and none of you can escape justice.
Nice. This is another one where it feels like this is a little bit easier than the actual first time you come across, or than the actual first two, I guess, encounters, where she doesn't start shooting at you right away. Hi. She's also screaming things, but you can't hear them most of the time. Hi, I'm over here. Hello. It also looks like she's like shaking her fist angrily, and then she slaps herself in the face. Face palm. Face palm. Not really, because she doesn't actually get close enough, but it maybe slaps herself in the side of the head more so. It almost kind of looks like that, like, huh? Alright, well, anyway. Wrong button. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Zip line. Also, the key is over there, which is interesting. Now, this is one of these ones where it's always much easier if you have the slow-mo. But slow-mo has also been more difficult to hit successfully. Because usually you have to hold down the triangle button. I've changed the buttons up a little bit, which is nice. One other trick is a lot of times you will find a horseshoe actually exists down in there. Of course, I have a both, so it won't be for me. You can break the floor here to get coins. Her shots will also break the floor to get the coins for you. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care about every single coin, just, you know, most of them. So much easier with the ability to just hold down slow-mo like literally the entire time. This is something a little bit interesting too. She actually shoots ahead of you sometimes, leads your shot. It makes it seem at least like she's gotten a little more intelligent. I don't actually know whether or not that's planned. But yeah, the fact that she, like, in this one, purposely attempts to take out some of your potential platforms is definitely interesting. These also break, but they provide an alternative way to get up there. And you might be saying, yeah? But if she's shooting them out, it becomes a little bit difficult. Normally, you have to shoot, or you have to hit that firework to knock it down. See, I don't need these anymore, so I'm just gonna break them myself. By jumping across here and hitting it as you like. Jump, but you don't have to do that in this situation because I did it from up there. I'm gonna hit it anyway, and we're gonna see where it goes. Still hits the same spot. It explodes against nothing. But later on again, you'll see another spot where she tries to take out your platforms. It's actually really interesting. Also, a little bit of a rest point here, which is kind of nice. There's a few of those. It's almost like she can't get an angle on you, I guess. I don't know. Ah, man. Love this game. will never not love this game. Alright, let's go. Cool. Avoid the shot! Oh my gosh. Was I actually worried? Yeah, I guess not. I love how she's helping me get going. I'm gonna grab these coins while they're here. Yahoo! Missed me, now you gotta kiss me. Kerpow, kersmack. Oh, that was probably more dangerous than I realized. And then this one smacks a bunch of the, or knocks, has to hit a bunch of times to actually knock it down. Yeah. Luckily, she doesn't like what do you call it? Leader shot too much. A lot of, for the most part, she shoots where you are, not where you're going to be. Here's another spot where she can't actually shoot at you for a moment. Even though she's literally right there and could shoot straight down. I don't know what it is about this spot that protects you, but it does. And in fact, I guess you're safe here until you get over here. This is one of the... Oh, I gotta remember to not let go of that. One of the mechanics I love too, where it's like... This is where it should hit you, but because the window protects you, you're fine. But then things get a little more complicated because, oh no, you can't actually get through here until she breaks it. But you can move just fast enough to not get hit. By your next shot. Oh. Oh, she couldn't hit me in there. Interesting. Now I gotta wait for that thing because I accidentally hit it. And then another spot where I believe as she shoots at these, they will break out pieces of the ground. It's hard to tell, but I think it takes it out in chunks as well. It's like that one, and then it'll take out the other chunk if you still stay standing there. Didn't mean to almost do that, which I've never actually had happen before. That was crazy. Yeah, the top half, and then it'll take out the bottom half if you also stand there, which I don't know. It must reset if you, like, have to go back. I guess it'll take out whatever half it hits. It just usually hits the top one first. I thought I was gonna die! Another spot she can't get you, so you're safe for a moment. Alrighty. And another checkpoint. Why? Because this is where things get interesting. See, you not only have to knock down the, oh, I got all the bottles, nice. The platforms from the ceiling for you to actually, stand on. But they're just the same as the other icicles. So the ones she shoots at will break. And although most of them she shoots at while you're on them, a few of them she preemptively shoots out, and you have to wait for another one to fall. Luckily, it falls into place early enough that you can get to the next one in time, especially if using slow motion. It's interesting too because it's one of the few times where she actually jumps to a I wasn't paying attention. Where she actually jumps to a spot that you as the player can land on. Alright.
Unfortunately, this vault code appears to have been written in owl dialect. I won't be able to crack the code until we meet and defeat the bird who created it.
Ah, interesting. Ooh, foreshadowing. This is something else about the final boss. Maybe it's a spoiler that I said it, but if you don't get all the vaults, they do a better job at hiding who and what the final boss actually is. Usually they don't tell you anything, and you'll find this, that it's the first and only boss fight at the end where the character doesn't reveal the next anything about the next and in this case final boss for the game, I mean. So you only know a little bit about the character if you get all the other vaults before this one. This is sort of a 100% complete reward in a way. It isn't actually 100% complete because there's still the time trials, but it is you have to complete the game and then you get rewarded with an ability that you can use for going back through and playing the missions again if you want. Although it's not a very useful one for doing the time trials, so I don't know what their intention was for it other than just those of you who maybe want to play the missions again for the fun of it. Alright. Fairly easy. Should be able to fairly simply do this. The other thing that's very unique about this is you're gonna be like, well, how do you get to the key? How do you get to the thing that the exit gate, the exit portal? And you might think, I don't know. Well, the answer is
Watch your
it just
back,
floats
Cooper.
across.
When you least expect it, I'll be there.
Once you take out the thing that it's in, it just floats across to you. When you least expect it, I'll be there. That's fun. Alright, let's do this. Nice. I'm kind of hungry. I'm still feeling like my blood sugar is starting to get low, but no, it's actually pretty fine. I guess I'm just hungry. Don't be sorry. You just weren't. Actually, be sorry because you weren't supposed to respond to that. All right, what do we want? Mine? Yes. Can I hit him with the mine? Is it close enough to his rear end? It is not. Okay. Dive. No! Oh! No! That's the second time that I thought I could... See what I mean when I say, oh, the abilities are... Some of them are kind of relatively a little more useless than they should be. That's the second time where I've lost a horseshoe trying to do it. Use one of the abilities the way it's intended to be used and ended up being punished for it. And exactly the same ability in exactly the same way. Should I just hit him normally? Oh well. We'll go back to slow after this because it's better for the boss
Well, I'm minding my
fight for this
post when I notice a snow cone stand, and I
level.
think to myself, hey Murray, you gotta keep your energy up.
Then
So
really
I hurry
everything else.
over here, and then all of a sudden, monkeys are everywhere, bugging me to race them 3 times around this track for a key.
You could use the key. Think you could take him?
Come on, Sly, they're a pack of monkeys. How can I lose?
All right, remember, steer with the left stick and press square to use any nitro boosts you collect. Keep clear of those icy patches.
Is this another... I was going to say, I feel like this is another... racing minigame, or another mission just in general, actually. It is another racing minigame. But I feel like this is another mission in general where they add an element, or they add a slight change to it that makes it, it's supposed to make it more difficult than the first time. But honestly, it feels easier than the first.
Thanks for the advice, Sly, but trust me, I got this under control.
I mean, watch out for the icy patches. Those blue patches on the ground are the icy patches they're talking about. And to tell you the truth, they're not that difficult to manage. And if you do get into one of them and start slipping and sliding, use the nitro boost and everything's okay. The other thing that makes this one a little bit more difficult than the last is it's a shorter course. Otherwise, though, don't lose much traction. Like, unless you actually like are turning on the ice, you don't lose enough traction for it to really be that big of a deal. It's just this last guy that's he gets a crazy distance ahead of you, and it tends to make it a little bit more difficult. Same problem comes in this one that in the first one. The random location for the nitro boost is annoying.
You were driving on the wrong side of the road.
Just get
And yes, the boosts are actually kind of, to some extent, necessary. Otherwise, when there's not ice, it actually feels like you have better traction than in the first one. That was a little bit awkward, but I mean, it's not going to slow me down too much. Another situation where, again, I'm like, do I actually just have better traction in this one than I do in the other one most of the time? I have seen where the ice does actually slow you down. Most of the time, it doesn't. It's like only if it catches you while you're trying to make a corner. Yeah, it's way easier. But yeah, it's like, because it's like only if it only catches you if it like while you're drifting around a corner and you're trying to regain your traction, it's difficult on the ice. But most of the time, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't, like... Way easier, I think. Okay. So... We don't have all our horseshoes. I don't think I need them for this boss fight, to be honest. Of course I'm going to say that and then I'll get hit and lose another one, but, you know. Oh, boy.
See that ring on the
Got
bottle
it.
of fireworks? waiting to hitch a ride.
Cool.
I see you carry Kane of notorious Cooper Thief clan. Have you come here for revenge? To steal back the Thievius Racoonus?
That was my plan at first, but now I'm more interested in putting an end to your avalanche extortion racket.
Why should you care if I bury a few worthless village in snow? You are a thief, just like me.
No, that's only half right. I am a thief from a long line of master thieves, while you're just a frustrated firework artist turned homicidal pyromaniac.
Insolent child. You shall pay dearly for your disrespect. Still, to honor your Cooper ancestry, I will send you to your doom with the beauty of my new firework technique, Flame Fu.
Cool. Again, you can sort of just circle the environment, slow motion, jump. They do put those like spots where you can like hide, as you can see right here. You don't need it. If you need it, good luck to you, buddy. Slow motion makes this kind of... Oh, I did it too early. Eee. Really? I jumped too early. His dialogue is not synchronized in slow motion. He's still celebrating though while I'm in the middle of smacking the dude. Got an extra hit in. Love the music in this too. It's fine, we lost a horseshoe. I probably, hopefully, won't make the same mistake again. Even without slow motion, the stay right in the middle. Oh, he didn't even... Huh. He didn't even get to do it. Even without the slow motion, the pattern is basically the same. Run around the environment in a circle, jumping up each layer as you get to it. In a spiral, more so.
Fiery wheel.
Jump over his attacks, or avoid his attacks by jumping over them, or in this one you run around him in a circle and keep swinging. He misses like big time. That one you know, you jump over it, and I think the other one you just stand in the center. I could be wrong. He didn't actually get to use it, so I don't remember. Again, you can use those to duck down and hide. You don't really need to though.
Booming chop. Palms of thunder.
Yeah, no, easy, you just stand in the middle. Cool. You honestly do worse if you like try to run back and forth. Of course, when I said Oh, I jumped too soon. Of course, when I said, you know, oh, I won't mess up, I
Your
won't
skill with that cane is unparalleled.
need a... Yeah, see, he just passes out.
I did a cross-analysis of the metal used in that high-tech blasting vehicle, and it turns out it can only be found in one place. The Racoonus volcano in Russia. That's got to be where we'll find the 5th member of the Thievius 5. So get what you came for and let's get out of here.
Retrieving the Panda King section of the Thievius Racoonus gave me a chance to learn about my technically minded ancestor, Otto van Cooper. Not known for his physical dexterity, Otto relied on vehicles to aid him in his criminal endeavors. Armed with his designs, I was sure Murray would be able to make some cool modifications to the team van.
They changed the name of this ancestor,
A frustrated
I think.
Inspector Fox, having missed me coming down the mountain, threw the Panda King in
In
jail,
Sly 3.
thus putting an end to his avalanche protection services and ensuring the safety of mountain villages throughout China. My gang and I took a little time off and did some shopping in Hong Kong. Thoroughly relaxed, we headed home to plan our next move.
The newspaper article titles just never get old. You can no longer click on Murray because he's over here now. If you do, it's counted as clicking on Bentley. Well, that's that. But yeah, relatively easy boss fight. Almost more. In fact, I would actually say almost more difficult when you do it with slow motion. I think slow motion allows you to get a few extra hits in. But if you're trying to if you're doing normal speed, you kind of for the one you have to jump over. You jump when you hear him calling it out. So it's a little bit more difficult to get the timing right when you're not in, or when you're in slow motion because he calls it out way further in advance. But still, you know, probably the easiest boss fight, I would say, in the game. Which again, makes sense if they designed it first to be the first level and then change their mind. But tomorrow we finish the game. We not 100%. Don't know. Again, I've said this before. I don't know if I'll 100% the game or get all the trophies or get all the even get all the time trials on stream. I don't know. But tomorrow, either one way or another, we at least finish the main story, complete all the missions. And then wait and see if the next games eventually come out. It actually seems like games using it actually seems like games using this. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, it's actually a really good game, you know. Not every game has to be a, you know, a violent, extreme, dark first-person shooter, right? Like, it's nice to go back. It's nice to play games that are a little bit, you know, more just fun, goofy entertainment with a bit of darker undertones. I've said this a few times. But anyway, welcome to the stream. Um, but it seems like from what I've seen or heard. Yeah, that's because like I've admitted this. The next games in the series are better than this one. That's for sure. I certainly love this one as much as I do somewhat because of my nostalgia for it. But you know, it's definitely a better game than I think people give it credit for. It certainly went under the radar. Everybody has their favorite game, but you know, not ever. You know, still probably worth giving a try. It's not that expensive to buy it since it's an old game that's been just, you know, not remastered but upscaled, I guess, and re-released. But as I was saying though, it does seem, from what I've heard, they are adding games to this new emulator quite quickly, so hopefully we see the next games in the series, or at least second and third, fairly soon. I think they'll have to have they absolutely will have to have, no doubt about it, because it's a different system that they'd have to emulate. They will absolutely have to have a different emulator for the fourth game, but hopefully support for games like this and other PS2 games shows them that it is worthwhile making an emulator for PS3. Anyway, for now, thank you guys so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please share with a friend, and don't forget to click the notification button. May the power of the Holy Spirit be with you always. And that'll be all.